Hey guys, welcome back. Picking up right where we left off. Well, almost right where we left off. I'm already back in New Atlantis as per the previous quest. Going to go meet up with the rest of the research team.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
What do you want to say?
Thanks for taking time to chat. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about. No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you. You're not keeping me out here. I am. Just... Here, let me explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department. Yeah, sure. Some more than others. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders. Yeah? You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. Because of my lack of foresight, all I ended up with was a shattered division and a bunch of excuses. That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know. Well, that brings us to this. Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit. Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn. Of course you do. I'm just not thinking. Phew, this has taken... But thank you for being there and listening. It helped.
Well, at least you got that off your shoulder. Always happy to help. Either way, though, I'm actually thinking about going with Bosco or Sam for a little bit. Well, let me put this real quick. There we go. So I took a small break just to do some more side missions, and by side missions I really mean just a couple of bounties so I can level up quickly. Nothing really that's gonna impact the story. Anything story related or quests, I will wait to do that for the recording so that it can be captured. You guys can see it, get to experience the game a little bit more. The stuff that I do in the background is pretty just generic. XP grinding. Not much to it. Okay. In fact, that's it right now. We're about halfway through our... I should have just taken the elevator that was in there. Halfway through this quest line, which is one of the major quest lines here.
Captain!
Our first one.
Over here! The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man, Freestar Collective, and UC. Military, and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Full disclosure. Well, thank you.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time.
Hint, hint.
No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Nope, let's go.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Keeping the skies safe out there?
We're going up to meet the president. All these people in charge, government. Look at these fools. Should drop them. 6 Semper Tyrannas.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have 2 petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack. seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Indeed.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Yeah, why not?
I'm uncomfortable opening the archives without gathering more information. However, if that's the path forward you prefer, then so be it.
I forgot to leave her at
I'm
the ship.
inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
I'm in danger!
Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
They're here, now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanners somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
Let's
Right,
go.
ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Move it, people. Move it, move it.
We're going in. Get tactical, Marines!
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Finally, some action. What the heck?
Stop! We're trapped!
I forgot about this part.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang! All right,
Hit him with everything you've got.
You dare?
Lights out on them.
Can we get him?
Do something!
Okay, they're down, they're down. Damn! You threw the grenade.
Thank you. The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control. Turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like, you kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire. And keep that EM wet.
Alright, let's go.
Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please.
Alright. Come on. We got a job to do. Let's go, go, go. We are under attack. You guys alright?
No time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Okay, now this looks scary.
Come on, back up! Don't just stand there! Good!
Shoot. Oof. This is the thing that we didn't have to deal with them the last time, but otherwise this would have been our second encounter. And he's just a bullet sponge. Come on, reload. Reload's getting trouble every single time you take damage. No, keep him alive, keep him alive. Oh my god, he killed that guy. Oh, he's alive.
Experts.
Take
We've
this
got the
stuff.
remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We hold them as best we can.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with Terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. We're not afraid, but we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts.
Yeah.
Your call. We're on the line.
Keep them here. I think that's what I did last time too. Just in case. Damn. Take the left one first.